I am in Greece right now, in probably one of my favourite places on earth. I love it so much here. My dad is Greek and we have a house here, my family, and I come every year. And before I came this time, like when I was in London, I was not feeling myself. I was like really burnt out from work and feeling really stressed and anxious and just not like acting the way that I wanted to act towards people and myself, and I just think I was just really high strung. So before I came on this holiday, I just thought like a lot about how I wanted to use this time of being on holiday, and I realized that I just really wanted to reset, and like going on holiday is an amazing time to do that, and it doesn't have to be like abroad. I think just a break from your normal life is a really good way of doing that. So I thought I'd share with you guys how I like reset on holiday, because I think it's so good for you to take time to like reflect on your life and like what's working, what isn't working, and just take a minute. But yeah, this video is going to be about how to reset on holiday, and I'm really lucky that I can come to such a beautiful place, and like I know it really well, and yeah, it's just so like beautiful here. But you definitely don't need to go, yeah, like I said, abroad or like to a fancy like place or anything like that. You can even like take a few days off work or spend the weekend trying to like do these things to help you. It doesn't have to be on holiday, but going away, taking space, physical space from your normal life is a really good opportunity to do that as well. So the first thing I decided to do, and I like journaled a lot on the plane on the way over here. I really thought about how I wanted to use this time, and the first thing that I knew for a fact that I wanted to do was to take space from my phone. I have two phones. I have a work phone and a personal phone, which did help to like separate work and personal life, but then I just feel like I'm always on a phone, and I start to exist within this like weird little fake world of like in my phone instead of like this world, which is so beautiful and peaceful. So I just decided this is a good time to take some space from that, and luckily I have an amazing team who can carry on running work without me, and I'm still doing stuff here like posting on Instagram and doing like promotional stuff for drops, but I'm shooting. But I love like shooting and making content and stuff, and I've like shot a couple of campaigns, like mini campaigns while I've been here, because I really enjoy that. That's just like a creative outlet, but it's more like the admin side of things. So my team are running things while I'm away. I really had the opportunity to take space from my phone, because the main reason I use my phone really is for work. And I find myself, when I'm not feeling the best in London, I find myself just scrolling through like literally anything, like sometimes my junk email, whatever, like I don't know, I will just scroll just to have that feeling of, I think, mindlessness, which is in theory relaxing, but actually doesn't really, your brain can't really relax when it's taking in all that information from the screen. So when I'm like really like looking after my brain when I'm at home, I'm really good at like no phone in the morning, no phone in the evening, like work phone turns off when I leave work. But those things really start to slip when I'm not feeling good. So yeah, I wanted to kind of recenter on that, and what I've done is literally turned my phone off. I can see the irony in that I'm like filming this on a phone when I'm having a break from my phone and stuff, but like yeah, I literally turn my phone off. I probably turn it on a couple of times a day, because I have stuff to post on socials and have people to reply to like in my personal life that I actually want to speak to. But other than that, my phone just stays off, and it stops me from just coming into my room and like, because I would usually leave my phone in my room anyway when I'm on holiday, and then sometimes I just come in and like scroll for like an hour. It's so weird. I just hate that. So it just stops me doing that, like wasting time on holiday that I could be doing, like I could be spending doing other things. And that has helped my brain so much to just completely detach from this little world that we make in our phones and just like exist in the real world. It's so nice. And honestly recommend this, and I think you don't have to be on holiday to do this at all, and it's one that people always talk about, so it's definitely not a hot take, but to actually switch it off is like very liberating and has definitely helped me to reset and just to remind myself of like what actually makes me feel good and what is just like, if I don't feel good, it can be a distraction to scroll for ages, but it doesn't actually make me feel better. So that leads on to my next one, which is, and this isn't for everyone, this is quite a specific one for me that I find stresses me out, is like if I pack loads and loads of outfits, and check out my latest video for pack light with me, because it's not easy to pack light, but I did it and I packed some really cute outfits, so go check out my latest video. But packing light, like if I plan loads and loads of outfits, which I love doing because I love wearing clothes and taking photos, and like that's one of my favourite things about my job, but if I plan loads of outfits, then I feel a lot of pressure to take pics in all of them, and then the holiday becomes about making sure I've shot this for that brand and making sure I've shot some of my own pieces, and like got to get that outfit pic, which is so lame. Like I really just want to enjoy my week. I don't want to be stressing about outfit pics. So my solution to this was just to pack light. I bought like 3 dresses, 3 tops, 3 skirts, and a couple of pairs of trousers, and like 2 designs I want to shoot, including this one which we've just released, so go check it out on my website. These are the cuffs. It's called the Lindsay shirt, but I was really excited to shoot this. But yeah, that's literally all I packed, and it just took the pressure off. And like I've taken some really cute pics while I've been here, but it's just been more like in the moment, like, you know, the background's nice and whatever. It's not like, okay, can we take photos now, which it can be, because obviously that is my job. Like Instagram is a big part of my job. So yeah, packing light, that has really, really helped me as well to just completely relax. And it's the holiday is about me having a good time, not me like taking outfit photos or stressing about outfits or anything like that. So that's the number 2, which I would really recommend if you're like me in that way. Not everyone. I mean, some people would probably pack really light anyway, but it was so nice to just have a little backpack. It's like a huge suitcase. It's a completely different experience and very relaxing for me. So journaling is free therapy. Like that's not even an exaggeration. Like it is literally free therapy, and the older that you get, the better you get at understanding how to like analyze your see what I mean, it's so noisy. Analyze your own thoughts and like understand what your brain is trying to tell you when you have like an anxiety or stress or whatever. So on the plane over, I like wrote down some things that I wanted to think about this week, and then every 1 or 2 days I'll like take on a new one of those and just write it out, and I'll do it outside or I'll do it in here, or like change location and just like think about stuff. It's so important to be self-reflective, I feel like, for your personal growth, and like just being self-reflective is just really, really important, and journaling is a great way to do that. And this is what I mean about having space from your normal life, is that like you can see everything a lot more clearly. You have perspective because you're away from it. So think about your work, your family, your friends, like your relationships with them. If you're in a relationship, think about that. Like think about what like goals that you want to have, like on your personal growth, like your personality, anything that you want to improve on or grow. And yeah, this is my journal. I love moleskins. So I have a moleskin, red one, and I always carry this pen around with me in my this one's from a bar in New York. It's fun to like take pens from places that you've been, and then you think about them when you're using it. But yeah, I always bring this with me on holiday, and I just write stuff out, and it feels so good. Like it doesn't even feel like a chore, to be honest. I feel really happy to do it and just to kind of be in my head for a sec and like think about stuff. And I think also like before this holiday when I was in London, I was feeling like I was just kind of drifting through the week I like to be intentional and grounded, and I actually feel best when each morning I just do a little bit of journaling and like think about what I want to achieve that day, like how I want to be that day. And it just like recenters me, and like I check in with myself and kind of set like little goals that like stay in the back of my mind all day. And when I'm not feeling good, I avoid that because it's, I don't know if it's scary or like it just feels like too much of a task. But it's really good to get into those routines when you're feeling good, so that then you can keep them when you're not feeling good. And that is a really, really good one. You don't have to write whole entries like dear diary, like this happened today. You can literally like structure it however you want. You can just bullet point it. You can just write words like, I wrote like a list of things that like on the planner, the things that make me happy and things that don't make me happy. Like you can do it literally in any way that you want that suits you, and you can change it every day as well. But I like the kind of shorter and more frequent one, you know, rather than like huge long entries. But yeah, journaling, that's a really, really good one. I would, if you've never tried it, I would really, really recommend it. The next one is nature. So cringe, but it's such an important one. Like I live in a city surrounded by huge buildings, and it's very busy, and London's good because it does have a lot of parks, but I don't spend that much time in the parks. And to be here in nature, I don't know, for some reason this year I'm really appreciating it so much more. Like the sea looks like bluer and more vast to me. Like I watch like the trees blow in the wind. God, I literally, it sounds so cringe, but it's so beautiful. Like nature is insane, and I think it's so good for like our little human brains to like be in nature and like really take a second to just sit in silence and like absorb it. I think it's really good for us on like a like caveman level to just like be around nature. And again, you don't have to go on holiday to do this, or you don't have to like stay in a fancy hotel to do this. Like to just be outside and just sit and just absorb it. And that's one of the things that I think has really, really helped me to reset here, is just to listen to the sounds of nature. I don't know why this is making me laugh so much, but listen to the sounds of nature and just kind of sit with them. So nature 100% is a big one as well. And the last one is moving around, like exercise, whatever, just movement, because I think it is easy to go on holiday and just to like not do anything. But the holidays that I felt the best when I come home is when I did actually do some form of movement every day. I love lying down on a sun lounger reading a book as much as the next girl, maybe a bit more, because I love just tanning and reading. But I've tried to do like a big swim every day in the sea. But if you're not by the sea, there's so many things you could do. You could go on a big walk, like you could go on a bike ride, you could do some stretches in your room or outside, like yoga stuff. And that's helped me as well, because like I've said this in videos before, but there's lots of different types of rest. Sleeping isn't the only type of rest that like rejuvenates you. Like you can get social rest, which could mean rest from being around people, or recharging by being around other people, depending on what type of person you are. Like rest by moving around, like rest, audio visual rest, like not being overstimulated by things you're looking at or hearing. Like there's so many different types, like ways to rest and to recharge, and I really believe that like moving around is actually one of them. So that's my last one. And yeah, there's like loads of things that I don't really want to get into that I like have been analysing about my life, and like I don't know, I think things can get really overwhelming, and like we all have things that start slipping when you're not feeling good. And I mentioned some of them already, but I also think like it can literally, doing this little reset can help with like every aspect of your life, but you have to like think about it and like take control of, I don't know, your thoughts and how you're feeling about stuff. And like I think it's quite an adult thing to sit and reflect, rather than just be like, oh, everything's like so stressful, or oh, I'm not feeling good. Like we definitely do hold the power to some extent to change that, and hopefully this video has helped you and has inspired you to give yourself a break from your life and have a reset. And I hope you're all doing really well. Thank you for watching my videos. Follow me on Instagram, follow me on TikTok. I sell vintage on Depop, I sell my designs on my website. So yeah, I'm reachable online, and yeah, send me lots of love.